Corners of Africa, Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 0. And I'm here with Mark Jackson. Normally, I don't say your blood is hot. It was. I don't know if I would say a good performance, but a bad result.
The first thing I would say is the EPL. They have an agenda against Arsenal. The EPL they have an agenda against Arsenal. You cannot convince me otherwise. You cannot convince me otherwise because we have lost only 2 games this season. The first one against Newcastle, controversially, a goal was allowed. This one today, that goal should have stood. Okay, all right, we played well, we created chances, we missed our chances. Odegaard missed 2 very good chances. SAKA, I think, should have done better with a few balls. Martinelli was a little bit below par. Havertz was good. We played a good game. I knew from the onset that Aston Villa would not play Arsenal the way they played Man City. I was very sure of it. But to be defeated in the way we are is unacceptable because against Arsenal, I will talk about Gabriel Jesus' penalty first. Against Arsenal, that penalty would have been awarded. Against Arsenal, there was contact. The contact was enough to bring the player down. Penalty. They did not even tell the referee to go and check. Against Arsenal, the referee would have checked. Now, that goal should have stood because the first thing they blew for was foul against the keeper. Then they had to check. The ball came off Havertz's chest. Then it dropped to Jacob Ramsey's hand before touching. I don't know, how do they even make these decisions? Because they had enough time, they took time. And after all the time that they took, they still made the wrong decision. They would have awarded Arsenal the penalty or given that goal because that was a goal. So for me, I even till this moment, I believe we are going to win the Premier League this season. That's what I believe.
Despite the agenda, we are going to win the Premier League this season. That is what I believe. In fact, I am more hopeful that we'll win it this season than I was last season because we have squad depth now. I have a lot of reasons. We have not even started playing as well as we started playing last season. So, I believe we are going to win it. But if the Premier League continues like this, we cannot win this league in 5 years, even in 10 years, no matter how much we build our squad, because they have something against us. If it's for us to apologize to them, if we have made any comment, yes now, because the way I see a lot of decisions against Arsenal that would have gone the other people's way, that I don't even know. It is very, very painful. It is painful because I know we missed chances. That was painful too, but this one was just too much. Just too much. You made statement saying we have not started playing the way we played last season. Do you feel like being in the Champions League this season is a factor for that?
I think so because last season in the Europa, we used the Europa to even rest some players. We did not commit too much in the Europa, but this season we are committing on both fronts, Champions League and Premier League. We are playing our first team players in both competitions, so I think it's telling on them a little bit, but we still have that. We have that defensive resilience that we did not even have last season. We are better in terms of defense. Yeah. Even we are even creating chances. We are just like in this game, even with the agenda, we would have won this game if we took our chances.
We're not just clinical enough.
We are not just clinical enough, but it does not have to be like this. We can lose against Man City. I did not hear anyone complain about a wrong decision made against Man City. I did not hear any comment like that. They won Man City fair and square. I don't think this was fair and square.
Looking at the fact that Teta was not on the touchline today, I feel like that kind of affected the performance today.
I believe that when I discovered that he would not be on the touchline, I was happy. I'll tell you why. He would have gotten a red card today. Arteta would have gotten a red card
because of the decisions.
They were blatant decisions. They were very wrong decisions. They were very, like, if I can be so pained knowing who Arteta is and how passionate he is, Arteta would have gotten a card today, a red card possibly, because that Havertz goal should have stood. That Jesus' penalty was a clear penalty, and they did not even take time to check it. So on that particular front, I would say it was okay that Arteta was not on the touchline. But I know that when he's there, it normally affects the game in the way he tries to communicate with the players. And I did not see our assistant coach anywhere near it. I don't even think they even showed us at any point where he was standing. I think that guy sat throughout the game. And I think that was even an instruction from Arteta, because that guy doesn't like sitting. He stands with Arteta just behind him. So Arteta not being on the touchline affected the game a little bit. We still played a very good game. We did not take our chances, and decisions went against us.
So going forward, talking about not taking our chances, we are approaching January. Why I say we are approaching January, because that is an opportunity to take your chances.
I know every Arsenal fan will say we need a striker. We do need a striker. But I feel we can do without signing one in January. I feel we can do without a striker.
We can win the league without getting it.
We can win the Premier League without signing a striker in January. Get me another midfielder. In fact, I have lost hope when it comes to anything that concerns Thomas Partey. I love him as a player, but I don't want to see him in Arsenal anymore because he's not useful. He's never fit. Thomas Partey is never fit, and we need him. In matches like this, the midfield would have been a midfield of Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, and Odegaard. And it would have been better. Would have defended more. In fact, I think we would have even created more chances because of the line-breaking passes he makes. But he's not there, so we should get a midfielder. And probably another winger to deputize Bukayo Saka. Then we get chances. The chances are not missed only by the strikers. Martinelli misses chances. Saka misses chances. Odegaard missed 2 today. That would have given us a win. So I don't think it's just down to getting a striker. We should just be more clinical in front of goal. Not just the strikers, the wingers, the midfielders. Declan Rice had a very clear chance to get a very nice shot on goal, and he
decided to pass.
So they should just be more clinical and more attentive when it comes to goal scoring chances and be able to take those chances. I think we still win the league. Till now, I believe we still win the league. The league is wide open. We have a better chance to win it because we have been there. We were there last season. Liverpool, it happened to Liverpool when they won the league. They tried to win it. Then the following season, they won it because they had learned from their mistakes. So we win the league this season. But if they continue like this, I don't see us winning the league.
All right. Thank you very much.